I got you on anything we want to get started tonight.
Jacob Romo.
Margaritas.
Yo, what's good, Jacob Romo?
It's your girl, D Breezy.
Bloody Marys, you name it, I got it.
Hey, we live, baby. Let's get this shit.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Zigzag MB Riders. You know what it is. Mr. AZ side. Bar Talk. You know what it is.
Bar Talk TV in this bitch. Terrell Anthony signing out.
Yo, it's your main man, Richard Lee. I ain't me, City Boys West. Bar Talk TV.
What's up? It's Platinum, baby. Look, I'm from Wallace, but like I was out here in Phoenix with the My Bar Bridge. It's going down at the Bar Talk, man. Look, y'all don't want to miss it. You're It's Platinum, baby.
Yeah. What it do? You know, it's your boy DJ Jamarin. Representing Bar Talk TV, yo. Tap in before you get left behind. Let's get it.
You are now watching Bar Talk TV.
Yo, what's going on? Tucson, Arizona, and the whole country of the United States of America and the whole globe. What's up?
Like, woo, that's a lot of people. What's up, everybody? It's D Breezy with Bar Talk TV.
Yeah, D Breezy and Bo Phillips in the house. We are just starting our show right now. I'm just adjusting my microphone so it doesn't look like I got one of those Italian pork faces like Michael Jackson and shit with just a big ass nose. But I got just a big ass black nose, and I had to bleach the rest of my face except for the nose, so it's all black. I don't want to.
I got
like
a Mexican nose.
Yep, and she got a Hermosillo, Mexico nose over here, like I do. We've got like twin noses.
So
it's kind of weird.
Are you kind of Mexican or what?
My mom's family, like my mom's side, is from Hermosillo.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah,
you know Guaymas then?
Huh?
Guaymas? No, that's just like an hour more farther than Hermosillo. That's where my family
close to, like San Carlos.
San Carlos.
Yeah. Let's see. I've heard of Guaymas, but I know like where it was located. So, hell yeah. Well, you guys know the drill already. 10 share, 10 groups. Everyone that's been on the show before, if you're new to the show, actually too. If you could please just share this page in 10 different Facebook groups, and then also just go ahead and share it to your own personal profile if you don't mind, just helping us promote. And we do the same as always as well. Absolutely.
Show us some love.
Show some love.
If you're watching, drop a heart in the comments for your girl. Hey.
D Breezy in the house, y'all. D Breeze has been with us pretty much since the beginning. Absolutely. I joined the company pretty recently and started kind of helping manage some things. But yeah, shout outs to D Breezy absolutely on the show, because she's been like really helpful too. She drives all the way out here to Tucson from Rio Rico every single show.
Where I live.
Now, yeah, her address is 285. No, I'm just so just shout out to D Breezy to start off with, and she's always bringing us a lot of big clients too that we're happy to announce with you guys. Now that we're starting to actually finalize and close out the deals, we could actually share all that information. Like I was saying with you guys earlier last show, when we just did like a recap and just an update with what's going on with the company. So I'm really glad that you guys are tuning in tonight. So we got a really good special guest. We're going to give it about one more minute. And at about the 5-minute mark,
let's get a few more. Let's wait. Yeah, we're just gonna wait a little longer to see if more people can tune in.
Bam. So everybody out there, drop in the comments. How has everybody's week been? Has it been fucking horrible? Has it been hot? Of course it's been hot. That's a rhetorical question. So you can go ahead and tell us how fucking hot it was. Today, I know, excuse my language. Today was 110 degrees outside. Yesterday was 107 degrees outside. I think that, I was going to say, I want to just rub my brains out or just see what do you even do? What would be the opposite of snow angels out here? What would that be like? Freaking
jumping in the pool.
I made a sweat angel.
And going like that in the pool.
Instead of a snow angel, you guys making sweat angels out there on the hot ass asphalt before your body gets third-degree burns. Musty angels. Musty angels, God.
Make sure y'all showering.
You probably right now in the summer in San Francisco, y'all are making musty angels out there. That's like one of the mustiest cities there is. Oh my goodness. Y'all are on some other stuff. For real though. All right, y'all. Well, here we go. Alrighty. So 10 share, 10 groups, and 5-minute mark is hitting. Here we go. Woo. What we will go ahead and do. We have a very, very, very special guest tonight, too. Matter of fact, it's more of a significant special entertainment show that we're doing tonight. We're going to have actually right now coming down, we have our Bar Talk CEO, actor, entrepreneur, all of the good graces of this, and the owner of the company that controls the majority of the assets. I would like to say as like nothing less than a brother to me right here. let's go ahead and give it up for Jacob Romo. Yeah.
Woo! Oh shit! I can't whistle right now. Okay, enough. Just kidding.
It's good to be back.
What up, boss?
Jacob is back on the
my
show,
boss,
y'all.
by the way.
Right. Coming back from the abyss, man. So
Where you
Jacob,
Where you been, man?
how's the
I took a little
like-
time off.
how's the hiatus been though,
Personal
man?
time.
Every time I look at you, you're like skinnier.
Yeah,
You're gonna
it's the
disappear one
drugs.
day.
I'm kidding. No, I had to just take some time to get my shit right.
Well, you look good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Are
Heard
you
you guys
happy?
talking about how fucking hot it is outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like
we were just
disrespectful
talking
out
about
there.
Yeah.
For real.
Bro, it's like some
Crazy
other
hot.
shit. Like
It's disrespectful out
God
there.
is
That was
not having
funny.
any mercy this summer. He's,
No, for real, it is though. You walk outside, it's like opening the oven to check on your chicken or your cookies. That
God
shit
looked
is
at Tucson
not
this summer and he's
funny.
like, Judgment Day came early on y'all motherfuckers.
For
That's
real.
if God has a Jamaican accent. Yeah, you go up to
Judgment
heaven and
Day.
oh la, yes, deep breeze, yes, let's see here. Oh yeah, she said fuck.
yes,
She said
is on the nut
throughout
list.
her life, she said fuck you 1,278,284 times. Let's
That
see
sounds
here.
about right.
That's about 2 million less than average though. So you good, deep breezy. Most people average about 4 million fuck yous in their
Oh,
whole
shit.
lifetime. So you good, yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
That's really funny. Yeah, Jacob, good to have you back though, brother. Like, just tell us about yourself, man. We're doing the full interview with you because we're giving it up to the people here tonight. Everybody watching, Jacob Romo is the founder and CEO of this company, and he has yet to have his own interview and his own kind of just story to tell. So go ahead, bro. Start it off with where
I
you
got
from.
engaged while I was gone
Oh wow! Hell
What?
yeah, that's awesome.
What?
to my damn self. Because I don't trust these.
Jacob,
I'm like, what?
this motherfucker's like, yeah, I got married to the
Did you
game.
get down on one knee?
In the mirror.
And obviously you said yes. How did that feel? What was that moment like? Tell us.
It's breathtaking.
He YouTube wedding ceremony music and just married himself. Just looked in the mirror. Dun,
I'm gonna buy you a gift.
I was like, damn, you're a sexy motherfucker.
Do you, Jacob Romo, take Jacob Romo?
Do you take yourself? And then I don't know the words. What does the priest
Do
say?
you,
Oh yeah,
Jacob Romo,
to hold
take Jacob
and
Romo.
love for all eternity. Whatever.
To honor, to cherish, to hold, through sickness and health. Till
Yeah.
death do you part with yourself.
I almost
See, you
fucking
know your
died.
Kind of have to know these things. So I'm getting married actually
Can I be
next
the
summer.
flower girl?
Right? Yeah.
I want to be the flower
You
girl.
can walk my
to
daughter
somebody's wedding.
down and do the flowers with
Oh
her.
yeah.
That
That'd
would
be
cool.
funny.
What up, Christian Flores in the
Yeah,
comments?
let's check out the
Ignacio Duran,
comments.
thank you for
Absolutely.
tuning in.
Woo.
Woo! Ormi, get the familia in the
Ormi,
house.
yeah.
Shout
Oh,
out
my
to a
bad,
lot of
bro.
people
Did I
watching
forget
with
to,
him.
Ormi, did I forget to
Okay,
call you
let me
back? Or
see.
did you forget to call? I
Marcus
can't
Tony
remember.
Knight, what's up, man?
Ignacio, what up?
Omar, Maria, Ignacio,
He said
Emma.
he's from Chile?
Ignacio
Yeah, he's from
Duran,
Chile
if
watching.
you
That's
tune in
cool.
on
He's in Chile?
Saturdays, send us your music.
Bro, send us your art
We
too,
can play
man.
with these
Annabelle.
guys.
He's
What's up,
a
bro?
artist street, like a street, or maybe like, do you do like graffiti art, like Ignacio?
I am artistry. Maybe that's what.
Yeah, cool.
See, you're really smart. I think I wouldn't have caught that. I would just think he's an artist. Like,
Autumn, I'll hit you up tomorrow, brother. I got you. I'll hit you up in the morning.
what's up, Annabelle Noriega?
Absolutely.
Thank you for tuning in, girl.
Yeah,
Hey.
absolutely. Dope. Awesome.
So, anyways, well, back to what we were saying. So, where you been? Where you been this whole time? What happened to you? Can you talk about that or?
Kind of, not really, but I'm good now.
Yeah,
I just took
absolutely.
some time off to get better, and I'm feeling better. So I'm at 100 now. So
Awesome,
good.
man. I'm glad you're at 100%
Yeah.
and coming back strong with the full
100.
force. Here we go.
Yeah.
We got our
Full
team
force.
back, y'all. We had one of our starting lineup over here that's been out too. So we've been trying to fill in for him. Now we're just back in full force, and everyone's, dude, I'm just excited to have you back on the show, brother. Absolutely,
yeah.
man. It's gonna be cool with all of our guests that have been waiting too for a while. So we'll go ahead and explain to you guys a couple of the things. We've got like 3 different shows that we got coming up too. We'll go ahead and just before we start with the interview, because I know that Jacob's happy to announce this too. We'll go ahead and start putting up some flyers as well with who we're going to be working with. But the first one that we're going to be doing is on June 25th. Officially, we're going to be working with Double Stacks and Lex Diamond for their rap battle. We'll go ahead and once we start blasting out the flyer, you guys will get all that information. That's going down June 25th out here in Tucson. Then after that, we've got a show again with one of our colleagues and collaborators and clients, Sensei Sai. Once again, we'll be collaborating with him for the third time now.
Back to school,
which would be awesome.
Like a.
It's a back to pool supply drive, and it's going to be a 4th of July party as well. So it's going to be like a kind of like a block party. There's going to be food trucks there. There's going to be a DJ there. It's going down, y'all. It's going to be really fun. I know, right?
Like I'm there to support, but the food, yeah.
Taco truck. It better be a taco truck there because that's all I eat on 4th of July is some motherfucking tacos. Straight up. No, yeah. So then we got that, and then on July 9th, we're going to be actually collaborating also with Jamar Anthony once again, DJ Jamar International. July 9th, it's going down, the all-white affair. This is the 11th annual all-white party. So you guys make sure that you tune in for that too. That's going to be at Hush Social Club with a man named Shannon that owns it. That's actually a good affiliate too of Bar Talk TV with my fiance Moki Hana that actually used to work for him as a personal DJ. So that's really cool that we're going to be back, collaborating with him after my fiance and I haven't collaborated with the owner of Hush Social Club in years. So that'll be cool to get back with him and then also with Jamar International again. Absolutely. Looking really forward to that show. So those three Jakes, you guys.
A whole suit and shit.
Yeah.
All white suit.
I need to buy myself a white suit.
Well, yeah, that'd be dope. We did all white suits for like the event. That'd be okay. That's an idea. We got some conversations we're gonna have. We're gonna get creative and have some ideas to throw around. That's my favorite thing to do is discuss ideas more than anything, y'all. So absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we be talking about ideas all the time.
Well, with that being said, that was just an update for you guys. Look out for those 3 dates, everybody. June 25th, Double Stacks and Lex Diamond, their rap battle show that we got. July 3rd, we got Sensei Sai show. And then July 9th, the all-white party, the 11th annual one with DJ Jamar International. Let's get it. Woo! We are some busy bees. I told y'all we got a lot of things coming up in the works with Bar Talk TV. We're expanding. We're going outside of Tucson. We're doing more live video, field work, field events that I'm like, always wanted to do more of that kind of stuff anyway. So we're trying to transcend the company, not just a podcast, but an actual like media company as well. So that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. We got a lot of shit coming up. Just more shit we can't talk about yet, but
yeah, more shit too. Absolutely down the road. So with that being said, though, yeah,
just gotta stay tuned with us and
stay up to date, everybody. Absolutely. All right. So with that out of the way, Jacob, subsided from us just working from you, man. Let's just go from the top in your life story, man. So where are you from originally?
I grew up here in the south side of Tucson.
Oh, okay.
Kind of rough. My mom would work like 2 jobs. Or she had 1 job, but she worked like double shifts because like she had me and my other 3 brothers and my sister, to support and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't really get a lot of attention because I was like the youngest, so I was like the travieso and just getting into trouble so I can get attention and shit. But yeah, that kind of led to me being in the streets and shit and growing up that way. But eventually we moved from that place. I think it was like fucking next to the rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Central.
On Ajo and
no, it's like Irvington
and 6th, and
yeah,
right when it becomes Nogales Highway and 6th.
That's right.
So like a couple streets down is Michigan.
Right.
And we lived on Michigan and like Liberty or some shit like that.
Okay,
like that.
I'm trying to think. It's that park right there, right?
Yeah, that's the rodeo park, and then the rodeo stadium.
Got you. Okay.
And then like a couple streets down, right there. That's where we like grew up as little kids.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't really get a lot of attention because like my brothers, I guess it's because I was the youngest one. My brothers like they had like when my father left, they had like those big brother, big sister programming and shit. You know what I mean?
I feel you,
and like I didn't, so I was just like, fuck it, So I was just doing a lot of stupid shit in school, and that kind of just grew up that way. I felt like I grew up alone. You know what I mean? Because of that. And then once we moved from there to like Campbell and Irvington, I started meeting people outside my home, like friends and shit. And we started doing more stupid shit, like bad fucking breaking and entering and like stealing shit. Dude, we would steal shit from people's houses.
Can you talk about it? Don't
Yeah.
incriminate yourself.
No, I mean I'm not gonna say exactly who I stole from.
Right.
But no, it was just like little shit, electronics and shit. We'd go pawn it, and then we'd have pizza parties at the pool for everyone that wanted to come. So we'd like we would like steal from the rich and give to the poor. We'd give it right back to all the
Mexican
kids
fucking
and shit.
Robin Hood and Little John over here. Y'all,
Yeah, it was dumb. I don't know.
Like, we were
I
still-
regret
yeah.
a lot of stupid shit I did.
We all live and learn.
instead of like the gold rims on the chariots, y'all were still in like the spinner rims on the lowriders and shit.
The spinner hubcaps.
Yeah, the spinner.
I freaking
Hey, I
Cat
just want
Williams.
to answer. Ignacio Durán, yo sí hablo español. So, lo que quieras escribir, tú escríbalo. Yo te entiendo. Okay, so.
Yes, sir. And then shout out too also to Sensei Sai. What up?
Oh yeah,
brother?
Sensei Sai, what up? And Chris.
Appreciate that, Sensei Sai. What
What
up?
up, Chris?
We were
Thank you
just
for
saying-
tuning in.
We're just saying, Sensei, about your show that we're going to be doing event coverage for, also and collaborating with you on your back to school supply drive, and then the July 4th party, man, or the July Independence Day.
It's definitely
That's gonna
one
be
you don't want
July
to
3rd, y'all. Look out for the flyers that we'll be posting all the next couple of weeks up until the show that's coming up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Who else we got? Was that Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Chris Rao. Cool. What up, Chris? What up?
Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
thank you. Don't
all
forget
for
to
tuning
share.
in. Share 10 groups.
So, you were
So from there,
troublemaker.
I started like I met people that were from the gang I was in, and then I got in, and then we started doing more stupid shit and like selling stupid shit, and then we got caught up, and then like it kind of fucked me up seeing my mom, like her seeing me in the cop car and shit, and I saw how hurt she was, so I kind of like try to drift off that shit, but
Sometimes it's
really
not
work.
that easy.
And after some years went past of me being in the hood and shit, my son was born, and that after that it like I quit everything.
Right, yeah.
I stopped everything. I always tell him all the time, like, you saved my life. Like, you literally saved my life. The day you were born, and like it changed me entirely. You know what I mean? So he took me out of the gangs and all the stupid shit I was doing out the streets, and then after that, I kind of fell into doing the movies.
Right, yeah.
How'd you come across that though? Like you went from a
I
big
had a-
transition, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that
Yeah.
later?
I came to like a cross path in my life where I was like, I'm tired of living this way. You know, like I'm fucking done. And like I stepped back from everybody, like everyone. I stopped talking to everyone, and then I started doing like acting classes and shit. And I dropped like fucking 55 pounds, 65 pounds. And then I did that movie from Deadass.
Yeah.
And I had a sibling that this is how I fell into it. So I took him to go do a movie. Like I was just right. It was like out of town. The first one was Rotten Tail. It's a movie called Rotten Tail. And I go over there, and it's like, I think it was like almost in Phoenix or something, but it was like in the desert, you know, and there's like this crazy like abandoned building, which is supposed to be the church. And I go the first day, and then like I'm just sitting there waiting, and then he asked me to record him, so I'm recording him. And then they cut or whatever, and they're like, okay, we need more people for tomorrow. So he asked them if I can be an extra.
Damn, okay.
And I'm like, all right. And then he said, yeah. So we went to like a thrift store and got like 80s clothes, because like an 80s church scene. So I go back, and the director pulls me out the crowd, and he's like, I want you to do this. And he got me into like a talking scene right away, the first time ever.
Wow,
and I'm like, cool, fuck it, let's do it. And then all the other people that were extra there, like, were really mad at me. They're like, they were pissed. They're like, how'd you get that part? I'm like, I don't know. I just showed up.
Haters.
Yeah.
They came from like New York and like out of town just to be here and be extras for this movie. And I was like, damn, I would be pissed too.
Those that don't know, it is so hard to get your foot in there in Hollywood. Number one. Number two, if you're doing background, it's almost like impossible to get a speaking part. So that's really dope, brother. Congrats, man.
You
First
won't even
timer.
see yourself in the movie if you're.
They'll
an
make you
extra.
look like a mime before they let you speak, because they got to pay you more to speak on camera. Yeah. So like they'll be like, you could just mouth it, and you'll just put your hands up, and you're going to be a mime.
Sounds like you were
It's
at
funny.
the.
You basically
right
have to do that
time.
sometimes because you can't talk because the mics will pick up your talking. So
Oh,
you just gotta
yeah.
move your lips and act like you're talking to somebody. It's funny.
Yeah, I did a little extra work. That is how it is. I kind of felt like dumb, just
You see all the
It does
backgrounds?
make
moving my
you feel
mouth
dumb,
like
huh?
doing the same thing over and
Background
over.
extras, literally, it's like they're mimes. You can't hear anything they're saying. They just
Yeah, they're like
Yeah, it's funny.
like that. But anyways,
They're gonna think we're muted.
yeah.
we weren't muted actually.
Somebody just cut off his
That's really
mic.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Like,
cut off
can't
Bo.
hear
He's
you
cussing up
guys.
himself.
But
That's
yeah,
really
so
cool, man.
from
So tell us.
that first time I kept doing acting classes, and then that same family member took me to the set of Fronteras, and they're like, "You want to be in the movie?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" You know what I mean? So they like asked me if they can cut my shirt, and I'm like, "Nah, it's cool." Like, so they cut it, and they put like the tube of blood right with the CO cartridge. You know what I'm talking about? CO2 cartridge.
Yeah.
So when they shot me, I had to push the button, and it like fucking shoots the blood out, right?
Yeah.
And the first time they did it, I don't know if they just pointed it wrong, but it shot straight in my eyes and in my
dang.
nose. And I was like, fuck, like, I couldn't see shit.
Did that hurt? Like,
No, not really, but it was.
That
it was
probably
weird.
did look good on camera. Huh? Did they use that shot?
No, they didn't use it.
No, because
It was
they
funny.
messed up. It was pointing.
That I have a picture. I think it's on my original Jacob Romo page where you see me sitting on the mat and like I'm like just waiting for them to clean this shit out my face.
Dang, yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, and we did that one, and I got to be with to come out with Sean Garland. He was, like from The Walking Dead.
Wow, yeah,
He-
from
yeah,
The
he was
Walking Dead.
really
Sean
cool.
Garland, y'all. He was in like season 1, 2, 3. He was a reoccurring character for a while in that show. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You got to work with such
The
a...
priest killed him. I don't know if you remember the priest, the one
His
that
father
goes,
Gabriel.
yeah, the one that goes
Yeah.
blind, right?
Yeah, I know.
He
Yeah,
he's the first person that he kills when he like when Rick was telling him like you can't be that way no more.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can't be.
That's
It's a
right.
different world. So he kills him, and that's funny because Sean Garland kills me in the movie. He like I get shot and I fall to the floor and then he jumps on top of me and just stabs me in the face. He like slits my throat and stabs me in the eye and he just keeps stabbing me. And I was like, oh shit. It was fucking awesome though. It was pretty cool.
dang, that's cool, man. That's really
So
cool.
you see all those graphics in the movie?
No, I don't know why they didn't show it, but they were supposed to, right? Because the camera was like I was on the floor and the camera was right here, and like I had to put like a whole bunch of fake blood in my mouth, and like when he stabs me, I'm like cough it out and shit. And when he was recording it, he's like, dude, that shit looks so real. Like he said it looked really good, but you know how they do movies, they have to shorten it and cut parts off just to like
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No,
But
that's
yeah, that
really
shit
cool,
came out
man.
pretty good.
Well, tell us about.
I
the
actually
movie.
have a video if you want to see.
Oh yeah, let's put that on then. Okay, cool, perfect. No, yeah, and then after that, tell us about Fronteras, because just for the viewers at home, platforms if there's distribution or anything like that. Yeah, absolutely. Let's check this out.
This
I've seen this yet. What is this?
Oh yeah.
Like that's the thing. If you go out like that, you look like the boy. Yo, all right.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
Yo, Jacob, the way he went out though, damn.
You guys saw that? That's my boss.
Like, you got mutilated, bro.
It was fun. It was crazy. Yeah.
You got first you
They
got
really-
capped, and then you're like, oh shit, and
They
then
really did stab his eye.
and then
Like,
freaking
that's
what's his name? What's his name again from Walking Dead?
Sean Garland.
Sean Garland, and then Sean Garland's like, that's not good enough.
No, so that movie, he's almost like a really racist person.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he doesn't like Mexicans, so like the way he killed me is because he fucking hates us.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's such a really good storyline. Like there's a like cartels bringing into the US like this crazy new drug that when you take it, like it starts peeling your fucking skin. But I don't know why people want to take it anyway. But yeah, and
Gets
it's
you high. You can't feel the pain.
They're like a special ops team that join, or the border patrol joined them to like try to end that shit.
Wow.
And that's one of the parts where they were with the border patrol and they came up onto that cooking camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah, that's dope, bro.
That was
Congrats,
really
man.
dope.
So where can people find this movie at?
Dude, it hit everywhere. When it came out, it was like on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, on
Yeah.
Hulu. It was like on all the platforms.
Wow,
Right
all
now,
streaming platforms.
I think it's still on Netflix.
Yeah,
What?
it's still. I've watched it on Netflix personally. I remember when it first came out.
What?
Yeah.
I got to keep
I
a
wanna
copy
watch
of
it.
it. They gave it to me, so I was like, hell yeah.
What was it? What's it called again?
Fronteras.
Oh yeah,
The
Fronteras.
border.
So you guys check it out. If you have Netflix, check it out.
Check
Look
out
it up.
Fronteras. Absolutely. Oh, that's awesome, man.
And check out my
Yeah.
boss at his acting jobs.
Well, congrats once again, brother. Absolutely, man. And then, so you said you grew up here in Tucson, and when did you become interested in like, all the acting and stuff too?
So
Around like
once-
kind of what age did you get out of all the different, all the gangs and all that too, and then kind of transition to do more art?
My son was born in 2010.
2010.
right?
Okay.
So I was like 24.
Yeah.
Something like that. So that's when all the stupid shit stopped. And then I was like living for him and doing things for him. And then maybe like 2-3 years later, I went to that film, and then like I just caught the bug. Like I loved it. The feeling of being on set, on camera,
Yeah.
it's like no other. Like you just want to keep doing it over and over and over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I was doing the acting classes with Chuck Williams acting class.
Chuck Williams. Shout out to
Shout out
Chuck
Chuck
Williams.
Williams.
Shout out to Chuck
He
Williams.
taught me a
Absolutely.
lot. He taught me a lot. And then he put me in his movie too, The Righteous 12 with you. You know what I
Yep.
mean? The whole cantina
That's when we
scene
first
and-
met. I think was in Chuck's class. Absolutely. And then
Yeah.
from there we started filming Righteous 12. Yeah, absolutely.
I think I met you and Moki at a smoke shop you guys were running. I was actually for Christopher's birthday.
Oh,
Smoke
this was
shop?
this is when I was producing a television series out here in Tucson, and we had Christopher's birthday party at that smoke shop.
Right.
It was like a hookah lounge. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, that's dope.
that's
Yeah.
that's the first time I met you and Moki. And I was like, yeah, these people are pretty dope. I'm like, I wanted to come back there. you know?
Right. Yeah.
And
No, I
did
do
you-
remember that now because
No, I
Omar
didn't.
was there
I
too.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Omar was there.
Eh,
Yep.
just kidding.
But yeah, I did that, and then we did the Righteous 12, which I was a bandito.
Yeah, you're part
Which
of
is
the
pretty
Red
cool.
Sash gang over here.
You know,
It-
I remember like seeing one of your posts. You used to do music.
I used to, yeah. I used to sing. I grew up when I was in like elementary school. I was in the choir and chorus and all that shit. I used to write a whole bunch of music, and then I used to have it's kind of embarrassing, but we had a singing group, me and like a couple of my friends, and it was called True Fantasy.
Yeah. hell yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's
It
not
was cool.
embarrassing. That's dope.
But a lot of the music we had like a folder full of music, and like when we like kind of separated or stopped, like they took it.
Oh man.
that sucks.
How many of y'all were there though too? Was it like a quartet where there's four
It
of
was
you? or
me,
like-
and 3 other people.
Oh, okay, so you're a
Me,
quartet.
2
Yeah,
other
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
and a girl.
Can you sing
That was the
or
shit.
something?
Not right now.
Are you shy?
You think I sound the
Give
same?
us a
I don't sound
sample
the
of your
same. Not
quartet
from
that
back
you
then.
had. This was back in the 90s, it sounds like.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
it
hell yeah.
was-
That was the
wanna
thing to
listen
do,
to
being a
something.
quartet, you know. Mm.
I still do. I still write though. I still write music.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think I just want to like maybe be a director and just give it to somebody.
This
you
is
know,
Baby
that
Bash
kind of thing.
2.0 right here, y'all.
You can sell
Yeah.
the songs.
Don't he look like Baby Bash, y'all? Doesn't Jacob, CEO of his company, look like Baby Bash? My fiance says all the time. She's like, this is Baby Bash right here.
I used to get that shit all the time.
Right?
All the fucking time, yeah.
We're just going to get you a fedora, then you'll really look like Baby Bash.
I have like 4 of them.
Hell yeah. That's funny, man.
I actually did my shit like him for Halloween a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
It was so funny.
You did. I think you showed me a picture. Yeah.
Did you put on like blue contacts? He has blue eyes, right?
Yeah, he does. He's got like,
Are they blue or hazel or some shit like that?
yeah, like
They
blue,
look
green,
blue
or
to me.
something.
Every time I see them,
Like-
they look like.
All right,
like
we'll go ahead. Let's
hazelish
confirm
green.
that blue or green. We're gonna put on the Sugar How You Get So Fly music video. All right, that's no, I'm just
I was like, cool.
and then we'll just stop it as soon as you see his eyes, and then just okay, yeah, you could take that down. Perfect.
Let's
All
make
right,
that
cool.
question of the
Yeah,
day.
it's blue, not green.
Question of the day: what's his fucking eye color?
Yeah, in the comments, y'all. In the comments, do y'all think that Baby Bash has blue or green eyes? Let's post it in the comments, please, because I really want to know now. We're at odds right here. We're having this is a very serious debate.
I mean, they look blue to me,
It's
like
green.
bright blue.
Jacob, you said hazel.
They're like hazel, like greenish hazel, right?
Greenish
Are
hazel.
they?
I'm saying
I'm
green.
tripping. Maybe
I
I'm
think
tripping.
I don't know.
D Breezy right now is saying blue, y'all.
I'm looking him up. I'm
Baby
Googling
Bash's
it.
eye color. I'm gonna say baby blue. No,
Baby
it's
Bash
fine.
eye color. It doesn't say. They probably are hazel. It doesn't say.
So high, like I was gone. So high. Like I
Sugar,
was
sugar,
gone.
how you get so fly?
Sugar,
That
sugar,
was
how
a
you
song
get
of
so
like.
fly.
It's still the song because I
Sugar,
still
sugar,
bump
how
to
you
it.
get so fly.
Sugar, sugar, how you get so fly?
Wait, right or the band on wrong?
I don't know where it says it.
We do not own the rights to these lyrics. No, I'm just
I don't
Just
know.
like
the
look up a
lyrics.
picture.
before we
and,
get sued
like,
for
zoom in.
freaking
What?
Baby Bash and Frankie J
Yeah,
coming
they
at
do look hazel.
gunning for
This is
Bartok over here.
all that stuff is right
Legalities.
there. Right? Hair color, eye color, green. They're green. Did you say green?
Hey up, motherfucker.
You said baby blue.
No, I was playing when I said that. I said green. Jacob said hazel. You said blue.
Yeah, I said
Pay up.
blue.
Pay up.
I
Everybody
don't
in the
remember
comments
betting
got it
any
wrong.
money. I'll buy you a cheeseburger.
The cheeseburger. We're even. I love cheeseburgers. That's perfect. Perfect.
I'm
So-
good with a cheeseburger.
Yeah. No, yeah. You eat your, yeah. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So let's go into the next series of questions for
So,
Jacob.
what's your favorite color? No, I'm just kidding. Don't
Right.
answer that.
What's your favorite eye color?
Gray. Gray's my favorite color.
I would think it was black. 'cause
Black.
you're-
Yeah. You're
Black
right.
on black.
I like gray because no one likes gray.
I like gray. It's kind of like silver.
It's the most unique color to like, technically, if no one else likes it.
I
no one else
think a
does
lot
it,
of
it's-
people would like gray.
If no one else does it, you're unique. So let's go into the next series of questions, though, kind of like part 2 of the interview. See, what was the name? So you had your quartet group. That was True Fantasy. That was the name of like your first kind of like group and first album and all that
I
stuff.
want to hear something. Is there any way we can get the group reunited? Like for a
I don't even talk to any of them actually
Aww.
at all.
It
We're gonna
happens.
see you blow up with our show, man.
It
We're gonna be like,
happens.
I remember that guy from 1998 in the quartet of the True Fantasy. Remember that shit, man? That's funny.
We were
So-
friends for a while after that. We just didn't do it anymore.
Screw apart.
Yeah. I didn't think they
Yeah.
were like serious as I was because I really wanted to keep doing it, but
Right.
we
Well,
were supposed to open up for Oprah Winfrey show.
Oh shit.
What?
And they're like, "Oh, I can't. It's my sister's birthday." I'm like, "Motherfucker, that's
That's
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah,
What the
though,
fuck are
yeah.
you talking about?" And then it didn't fucking happen.
Wow. That
Imagine,
sucks.
imagine if we did. Like, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Some more water. Oh, here, I got you.
Can I have some?
My
Gatorade?
water.
There should be some in the.
I'm drinking H2O. I
in the
gotta stay
little-
hydrated in this
I know,
Arizona
back
heat.
Me, you know what? It's so funny. We're doing Bar Talk TV, but us 3 are the sober ones on the show. Out of all of our staff, it's like us 3 that are the. Okay, yeah, I thought that had like a hydraulic or something.
Oh, it's because it's broken.
You know, kind of like
I
you know,
dropped
like
it and
the trunk
it
of a
broke.
car. It just props itself open. Yeah, water, all the way around.
So, you know, now you're here, bar talk, running.
Was
the
your family
business.
supportive of all those different endeavors that you had though with the music, with the acting, when you kind of coming out of the street life?
They didn't really know about the singing.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't, like I said, I wasn't really like that close to all of them. You know what I mean? But the acting, yeah, my mother loved it. My son loved it. He wanted to do it too.
Yeah.
He was actually in a couple of movies with me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm taking
classes.
Shout out to little Jacob.
Yeah, little Jacob. Jacob graduated with, or was our graduating class for Chuck Moon's master acting class a couple occasions.
I think he got. We got 2 certificates now.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah.
But in the beginning, he was like, you know, I want to do acting and I want to be in movies. That was another part of the reason why I started, because I'm like, if I could do it, I know you could do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Thank you.
What are you drinking?
Gatorade.
No way.
Yeah.
Can I eat your orange? I'm just kidding.
You want it?
I always eat everybody's oranges.
D loves oranges, y'all. It's crazy.
These are really good. Where do you buy these?
Food City. Just look in the naranjas section.
It's because every time they're always so sweet.
They get the biggest ones. No, they got like their grapefruits are the biggest. Food City, they go big.
Dude, I only shop at Fry's now so I can get gas points.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a must.
Yo, with these gas
or
prices,
Safeway.
It's crazy out there, y'all. These gas prices. I was looking up a statistic. Currently, Tucson, its same cost of living is actually matching Los Angeles back in 2016. So we're just as expensive as LA was in the year 2016. Currently in Tucson, isn't that crazy?
Wow.
We are literally.
I looked up an apartment and it was like 1 bedroom, 1 bath, right? And it was like $1,000, $1,000.09. I was like, what the fuck?
For a 1 bedroom?
For a 1 bedroom apartment. I'm like, holy
literally
shit.
That's a lot.
I feel like the whole world's gonna go bankrupt, you know?
Honestly.
And then the value of everything is gonna become like zero. And then it's like, well, what do we do? Shit, it's a free for all. All right.
And then the aliens are gonna come back, and then we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
The aliens.
Either that or the fake alien invasion.
They're gonna eat our brains.
Come back and solve all the world's problems for us.
We don't have enough oil for everyone in the world.
No.
To wrap,
Not of everything.
To wrap oil to wrap your head.
This system we're in is designed to collapse eventually, like hard. It's so top heavy. It's crazy to think about. But all I know is I got kids and I got guns, so I'm gonna shoot them up if I need to, or I'm gonna just.
God bless us.
I'm building a whole bunker, and I'm gonna, you know, if y'all want to be in this underground bunker with me, I'll start taking some applications, you know, because y'all, you know, the more options you got, if shit hits the fan, the better.
Dude, I have everything I need to survive in the wild because, you know, like I love camping. I love camping.
We're gonna do a Bar Talk camping interview. I'm telling you guys.
I have I have a bug out bag and everything. I have everything just ready. But like if you inside my room on the side of my door, I have Jacob's bug out bag, which has like 3 pairs of clothes and then like a whole bunch of equipment. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
And then mine's the same thing.
Dang, wow.
Like flints and like a machete and an axe and tactical shovel and like all kinds of shit.
So would you consider yourself just like kind of how I consider myself too, like a doomsday prep artist? Yeah, I do a lot of doomsday prep too, man, because you never know.
Haven't you seen those like MREs that I have?
Yeah, we were living off of those for a while just because I actually like the taste of them. And they're like cheap as fuck. Yeah, like we were like, yo, I don't know what's going to happen. Taste like? I mean, it just depends on what you get. Like it's pretty simple stuff. Some of them it's like eggs good. And like, you know, rice and stuff like that. They're all really simple little meals, but they're like prepped meals. And you just have a bunch of them. And if you buy a bunch of them, you can just store them and always have food.
And they last for fucking ever.
And they last exactly like a really
I need to buy me some.
I have those giant containers, and they're like they last for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say like up to like 1 or 2
I mean,
months.
yeah. They last forever, but
so it's good for like if you want to feel secure and having food for a long time, like that's the shit you buy right there. Yeah, that shit.
What are they called again?
MREs. They're just
if you know, you know. Like
it's an acronym for I can't remember the acronym, but it's like
meals ready to eat or some shit.
Yeah.
MREs, guys, gotta stock up.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
All right, so next question too. Do you have like any like favorite songs that you've done, or like any like subsided from like Fronteras? What are some other favorite projects that you've been on? Is that
besides the Righteous 12, I really like that one because we were I got to do like fighting with the fight coordinator.
Oh, you did your own stunts. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
Oh,
pretty
cool.
cool. It was really cool because we did like this whole fucking sequence, and then a lot of it got cut from the movie, which was, I don't know, it's kind of upsetting, but
Yeah.
it came out pretty badass.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah. I got kicked in the chest like 15 times. Just
Right. Yeah.
Just for it not to show on the movie.
I know. And then I just dude, I had like my whole shit was all bruised up.
Damn.
Because I told him I'm like land it so I can use the momentum to like fall back, you know what I mean, to fly back or whatever. So he was like, boom. I was like, oh shit, all right.
And they're like, oh, I take it back.
He was for real.
Yeah, it was
fucking
fucking
Malibu's most funny. It's real. It's real. We're gonna release probably a whole month of all the shows, all the interviews we had for all the Righteous 12. All the 12. Yeah, absolutely.
So after season 2 is done, I'm gonna release that one, and then we'll go on to season 3.
Sweet, yeah, absolutely. That'll be cool. Do a rewrite of all us 12 actors for the Righteous 12. Everybody that doesn't know the Righteous 12, the premise of that film, it's a Western partake on the 12 disciples story of the Bible, but instead of 12 guys kind of just following Jesus around, it's like 12 cowboys doing God's bidding. So it's like 12 like cowboy vigilantes essentially, like doing God's will. Yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty cool story. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And I played one of the 12. My name, it was so weird. I was the token black cowboy, and my name was Burton Brown. So I was like, really? Y'all wrote Burt and Brown is my name. Burt and Brown. Burt and So I was the token black guy named Burt and Brown.
That's funny. Super racist.
I was like, what's wrong with y'all?
I'm a little Brent.
I showed up on set pissed,
Brown.
like my paper copy of my script, like I was reading for my lines, like who wrote this shit? Like couldn't go with any other name besides Burton Brown.
Yeah,
wow.
That was pretty funny.
Tim Burton would even be pissed about that, and he's white. Like, giving a bad name to the Burtons over here. Having a black guy play Burton Brown.
But I think my favorite would probably be the Fronteras one because it was pretty cool.
That looks like a really
second
good
one was the Righteous 12.
Did you guys see? You got a lot of close-ups in that, man. I was surprised. I was like,
cool.
Oh wow, that's Jacob right there, and you're like, it's like distinctly you can tell it's you.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like whoa,
that's
my boss.
That's some good camera.
My boss is a superstar.
Man,
not yet.
Well, we're getting there. We're well on our way, brother. Like when you get to a certain point in life, you guys, and especially when it comes to just pursuing your artistic passions, like it gets to a point where you like hit a level and then there's a door that gets presented to you, it gets opened up to you, and you decide to walk through it. Then it's not even a question of if anymore. It's a question of when, because then you've already like elevated yourself. You actually like get risen to that next platform of like what you're pursuing, right? So for example, it's like when you go from like college basketball and then make it into the NBA, then you're like, okay, wow, your doors open up to so many different things. You're like, I'm getting paid all this money, I got like all these new connections, people are giving me offers, like I don't know what to do with my money, I got rich people problems. I'm like, man, they won't let my daughter into this private school, I got to send her to this other private school, my life is ruined.
And that's the biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem you got. It's like, man, my car washer that shows up at 8 a.m. forgot to wash my freaking Lexus this morning. Like, how am I supposed to drive it? You could still drive it even though it's not washed. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, yeah, I guess I could, huh? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Or just buy a whole bunch of weird rich people stuff. Like they'll buy a big elephant made out of copper or something and then put it right in their front yard, and it's like,
I read that Chris Brown only wears his boxers once and he uses a new one every fucking time.
Oh my gosh,
isn't that fucking weird?
I've seen
that's crazy.
He just I've seen that donates them to his fans. Here, I didn't even wash these bitches. You can have my drawers.
He doesn't wash them. He just like throws them away and then opens up a new pack. Like,
Chris Brown is literally responsible for turning women.
Yeah.
Chris Brown is responsible for not only for turning women into panty sniffers also, apparently. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's not just men that are panty sniffers anymore. Now, thanks to Chris Brown, women are panty sniffers too.
His pennies.
Me neither. I would. In the comments, everybody's still watching. Would you ever sniff Chris Brown's panties if he gave them to you?
I'll smell his muscle shirt when he takes it off. Like,
right.
Because they don't have cologne on it,
He's like in the middle of doing a front flip and just takes his shirt off like mid flip and just throws it.
I'll catch it with my teeth. Like,
Fucking
like a
gross.
dog, like a dog with a bone, like or be like
That's pretty gross.
like jumping,
like a dog, bitch.
like just face palming bitches, like in the audience,
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Pushing their face.
That's mine, bitch.
What was that white chick? He's like, move, bitch. He's
Right,
already
yeah.
through the restroom. That shit's funny.
Fucking white chicks. Oh man, Terry Crews in that movie. He's the end whenever he takes off the mask and finds out the white chick is like a black dude. The deception, the betrayal, man. You deceived me. Hey, calm down, man. I was just doing my job. Negro, please. Didn't everybody tell you it was all white party? Huh? Someone get this jigaboo away. That was the funniest shit on that movie. Oh my god. He's not even. He's the first thing he says. He's like, "Are you telling me that you're not?" He's like, yeah, I'm not a woman. You're not white. Oh, the deception. I can't believe you're not white.
They need to make another part of that movie.
They do. That's a really funny movie.
All right, so in Tucson too. So let's talk about. All right,
Can we talk about Bartok?
Yeah, out of everyone in Bartok, who's your favorite? No,
It's me. Yeah, just kidding.
in the comments, who's your favorite on Bartok? No, I'm just kidding. We all know that everyone's Steve Breeze's favorite. But out of everyone that you would want to work with in Tucson, from acting, from music, from anything that you could think of as far as any of the different, because you have such a versatile range of artistic passions, who would you want to work with out here in Tucson?
Catch your breath.
So it's like Busta Rhymes when he's doing that song, Look at Me Now. And then I gotta go with it. I gotta get it.
Yeah.
Everywhere gotta go. Bada bing, bada boom, bada way, bada way. And know that you would never flat me. And know too, get a little cocky. But yeah, if you could work with any, oh my god, we keep going on.
I don't know, man. It's a good question.
Actors
I know,
in mind that you'd want to work with that you haven't worked with yet so far in Tucson, or like anyone that's in Hollywood currently, any stars,
like,
Denzel,
like big stars,
like
Will Smith.
Will Smith, love that.
Will Smith is like my
Absolutely.
number one. Ice Cube is my second.
Ice Cube, hell
I
yeah.
love Ice Cube, man.
Whoa.
But I know I met. Well, so Terrell Mathney, right? You know Terrell Mathney. He had a movie called Water 2 that released in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
So I went over there and I had like this set in my mind. I'm like, I'm gonna meet the fucking producer. I have to meet him before I fucking leave. The whole reason I went over there, besides the movie, but when we went over there and like the whole night was pretty cool. We watched the movie, and then like people that were VIP in the movie, they told us to go to like this certain coffee shop, right? And it's just a coffee shop. You walk in and it's a coffee shop, right? And there's tables and stuff. And then you go to the back, right? And you like turn like to the left, and there's like a payphone on the wall.
Yeah.
A payphone, like an old ass fucking you don't see fucking payphones anymore. But you push the wall with a payphone and like opens up, and it's like a secret VIP bar back there.
That's
It was
super
fucking
dope.
crazy, bro. It was
That's
so
really,
fucking cool.
That's really dope.
This is a whole bunch of like rich white people.
Yeah, right.
You know, it was
Just
fucking
like,
cool,
well, there, yeah, Johnson. Oh my goodness, did you see the decrease in the stock value of Aquafina this morning? Oh my god.
How
But
absurd.
when
Oh,
I
yeah.
left,
Absolutely
I was leaving,
ridiculous.
right? And before I was leaving, I saw him, the producer outside, and I like walked up to him, and he's like, he before I even said anything, he's like, who are you? He's like, I couldn't use you in the movie, and I'm like, that's the fucking exact same reason I came here, and I said what's up to him, but I'm kind of waiting for that to happen, definitely. And that was,
absolutely.
Philip Penza.
Philip Penza. Shout out to Philip.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he
Give me a
I know.
he
Coke.
makes a lot of movies.
Been
Actually.
jinxing each other. Me and my fiance Moki, we've been jinxing each other all week. It's been crazy, right? We're just like, bah, bah, bah. Now it's like the bar talk jinx over here. No, that's really dope, man. Shout out to Philip Penza. And that's the thing, you know, all you aspiring artists and collaborators, actors, etc. out there, you know, just nowadays with the way that the world is, especially since it's an ongoing pandemic, remember to just give all the producers time to get back to you. There was been a couple of different occasions where I'm like, what's taking so long, you know? But it's like, you got to think about it. It takes forever to make films nowadays. It sucks because of COVID restrictions. And then like, if you're already filming something, if you're already casting something, then you had to wait for like, it's just a lot. So just remember to always be patient with, especially nowadays, especially patient nowadays with producers and casting directors and companies that are trying to put movies.
I would.
So it takes a lot to make movies nowadays.
I wouldn't mind working with anyone. You know what I mean? Because it's just you gain more experience. You know what I mean? And you get like to be out there, show your face and stuff. Avi, I just did something with Avi, and I that was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it was so cool. I that was the first time where the director's like, he took the paper where he's like, fuck the lines, like just do what you want to do, say what you want to say, and it was totally fucking cool. Like we just went off of each other. Me and her name was Candace.
Nice.
And we just went off each other, just started doing it, and he got it. He loved it. He's like, cool. Like
I will tell you like this, so cool. Man. Improv is the funnest thing to do. Whether it's like sketch comedy or it's like being on set and you're like, here, you two are together. You're the guy that's trying to get with the girl, and then you have to like tell the guy off to like, hey, stay away from my chick. You know what I mean? And action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, we're in character all of a sudden. You're like, and then it's like I'm over here like, hey, and then you're over here like, motherfucker. And it's like, see where it goes, and you just keep rolling and see how interesting it gets. Like
the second part of that is we were in the office and she came in and she just had to like cuss me out,
right?
Talk a whole bunch of shit to me, and I'm like, I'm not really a mean person. Like they asked me, like, you like me? I'm like, no, like this is kind of new. So she was like saying all kinds of shit, and I'm like, could you fucking miss me with this shit?
Yeah,
like
really.
She like got more mad, and I'm like, oh shit. But her husband was in the next room, so everything she was yelling at me, like saying, he like. I know he felt that it was towards him because when they were leaving, he's like, "We have a lot to talk about," and I was like, "Oh shit!" That shit was so funny. I was like, "Damn!"
Like, what kind of stuff was she saying?
She was like letting it all out. She was like, "You're a fucking kid, and you don't fucking take responsibility for this and this and this," and I was like, "Oh shit."
She was projecting.
Well,
yeah,
I could tell it was that
fucking hilarious.
I could definitely say that they more than likely got the shot that they wanted. That sounds like she just
took. Like, where the fuck were you? I'm like, I was at the fucking bar with the homies. It was crazy.
Oh, I was at the hideout. Well, of course, I was at the hideout.
Quick shout out to Jen Jimoji. Thank you, girl, for tuning in. Thanks for the love.
Absolutely. What up, Jen? Give it D Breezy that shout out. See, I told you, everyone's favorite Steve Breezy over here. You guys don't even have to put it in the comments. Jeez. Well, then, so Jacob, so from that point, all right, so for who you would be your favorites too, let's talk more about just like, some of the most memorable experiences that you've had between like all the different things that you've done. Is there anything in specific besides like getting kicked in the chest 15 times and hopefully not have any internal bleeding?
You know
what else have you done that's been like your favorite moments?
About it is the people.
Yeah.
The actors, the directors, like even, everyone in between. Like you meet people, like being on set of The Righteous 12. I loved it because everyone was so fucking cool and everyone was so friendly. Like people would bicker for like a little shit here and there, but like it was such a like good feeling because everyone was like really respectful.
Yeah,
they're respectful. Everyone like showed love to each other and shit. That's what I liked. I liked the bond that we all grew.
That's awesome. That's a great way to
favorite thing.
I love that too because it's like I've never really thought of it like that. The funnest things that you do usually on set and like the most memorable is like when you're not even on camera, right? Where you're talking to someone like, hey, where are you from? Oh, I came out
networking.
Here from, I came out here from Baltimore to shoot this one scene. My flight's going back tonight. So this is it. Like, oh, wow. Like, oh shit. Maybe we'll never see you ever again, but it's really cool to be in your presence right now. That's so cool, man. That's a cool thing.
It's
to
like you
follow me on Instagram real
quick. You go in as strangers and then when everything's said and done, like you guys feel like family.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Cool. I love that. Well, like even though the sound people got married, like they fucking fell in love and shit.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Josiah Miller, man, and oh my goodness, and Jessica too. Jesse and Josiah, they just had a kid too.
Wow, really?
Congratulations!
I didn't know that.
Congrats to them. They were so when we had them on The Righteous 12, both of them were working for a lighting company called Monsoon Studios, and they're like a pretty big company out here in Tucson. They do a lot of big films, and Josiah and Jessica, they actually met first on Chuck's previous film before we started filming The Righteous Tall, called Amazed by You, and that's where they met. It was on that film set, and then they came out, got hired by Chuck again because Chuck loved him so much to come back for Righteous 12, and it was just really cool to see that bond. I was like, wow, they met on Chuck's last film, and now they're on this one with him too, and that was just cool. Like, really set like a good tone for like just establishing rapport amongst other collaborators.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I think it was Chuck that told me that they met on set and like they like fell in love and shit. I was like, damn, that's fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's sweet. That's a pretty.
And they were both really good at their jobs. They're like running back and forth, setting up lights, striking them, and doing. I was like, dude, freaking shout out again, y'all. Congrats again on your guys' baby. I can't wait for our babies to meet y'all. Hopefully, we'll be filming something soon in the summer with Avondale Pictures. I know I got a couple different things that, like we talking with Chuck about, just other different things. He had told me that he wanted me to be in one of his films, so I was like, oh Chuck? Yeah, absolutely. So
nice.
As long as it doesn't because I have a pretty big commitment with some other stuff. I can't announce it just yet because we have some more like fundraising campaigns to do. But I got another lead role in another film, and it's
I gotta stay tuned with Bar Talk.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, be on the lookout. We'll be definitely able to announce it soon and do a lot of promotion on the show for it. And we'll be definitely looking for some. There's a couple of scenes I was offered the part and I accepted it, and I have been going over the script with the director and the producer, and there's a lot of potential background actors. So be on the lookout, you guys. There's going to be some scenes where it'll be like out in public, and we need to fill in the. So yeah, just be on the lookout.
Chuck mentioned he wanted to do a couple more things with me too, so I'm just waiting on that.
Yeah, Chuck's always going to be making films, man, and that's the cool thing. There's so many things he has in work. Yeah, Chuck can't be stopped, man. We are a solid, fluid movement, like freaking like whitewater rapids. You know what I mean? We cannot be stopped. Like, we're the strongest elements. So
I can't wait to get back on set, man.
Yeah, absolutely. The cool thing is Tucson, it's like, we get a break from all the hustle and bustle out here. Not like most cities where it's year-round hustle and bustle, but out here in Tucson, it's like, can't necessarily call it like, like the slow season. It's more like just the off season is how I tend to describe it out here. In Tucson, for all of you that are tuning in that don't know, Tucson over the summer, it's like nobody's out here. Because this town, it's really like the populace is more prone to just its like, in season populace, which is basically just the students and snowbirds, right? So like by the time summer rolls around, they go back to their hometowns. If it's out of state tuition kids at U of A that I went to school with, when I went to U of A too, they would go back to San Francisco and Los Angeles and back east too, and all that jazz. So out here, it's kind of just like we're chilling out here. It's just mostly just the locals, which is like half the population only. Yeah. So it's nice, there's not as much work out here during this time, like not gonna lie, but it's nice though to kind of be like, ooh, not as many college kids and there's not as many rich white people.
it's fun driving at night. Like I do Uber, aside from this, and I've been working nights now because it's way too hot during the day, and I actually like working that night because there's no traffic. I get everywhere faster, and it's a little cooler. I don't know about right now though. What's the temperature right now?
It is cooler.
I'm gonna guess 94.
I think it was
92. You were close.
Saturday. I went driving around with the top down, and it felt good, man. Just cruising around.
That Raiders Mitsubishi.
Gangsta.
Listening to music.
Mitsubishi Eclipse,
clearing my mind. It felt pretty good.
Gangsta.
Yeah, I will just say right now, too, it's crazy because it's hot. But, man, if you go out and do some of the stuff that you can do, like our national, like our recreational parks and stuff like that is the funnest thing to do. People that are tuning in that are not obviously from Tucson, never been here before, the things to do in the summer in Tucson, like Mount Lemon.
Mount Lemon. Oh my gosh, I love.
We've been thinking about doing this for a while, but just going camping in general. But hey, we might have a Bar Talk episode up in Mount Lemon, y'all. That'd be super dope.
There's no signal.
I know that's the thing.
There's no signal.
If we get a cabin with Wi-Fi though, we'll be all good. We'll be gravy.
When I went camping up there was no signal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If we get a cabin with Wi-Fi, we'll be good. We'll be gravy. We'll just bring our gear up there.
You know what? I do want to make a little quick announcement.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of people already know, but there's Tucson needs lifeguards in order to open more pools. So, and I think the minimum age requirement was 15 years old.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got teens at the house sitting there bored on their tablets, send them to work. And if they get the job, it's gonna open a lot of opportunities because it's for the city.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
and
and to anybody else that that might want to be a lifeguard, they pay pretty good.
No, yeah, I was about to say that's so funny you said that. My roommate for like 3 years, one of my best buddies, Mike Wetton, he was a lifeguard for a long time at freaking the YMCA pool right there on Alvernon and Broadway,
yeah.
the one that's next to like the zoo and everything. He worked at that pool for like 10 years and like was a lifeguard. But no, it's a cool job. It's like you don't really do much like at all. So if you want like a really chill, easy job, that you just sit around the pool and get a tan. And
yeah, but you know what? They do make you do tests, like swimming tests and stuff. I feel like
you have to learn how to take like
you gotta be in
water.
shape.
You have to learn how to teach like water aerobics and stuff like that. Like,
and they also require you to get the COVID-19 shot. So that's another thing too. That's why I was like, no, I'm sorry.
That's so interesting because like you're a lifeguard and you learn like all these different things, but you get like life certifications too. So that's a great thing to remind people of. That's awesome, D.
If you go on the website, it'll
CPR certified. You get like all these different things. Yeah.
I'm good.
Right.
I was like, damn, the COVID-19 shot. I really don't want to get it. So
I don't trust the government enough to take their shit.
Well, I mean, a lot of people have taken it and they're fine, but it's like I'm
more
healthy.
and more jobs are requiring it,
and now they're magnetic.
Oh yeah,
they're like they get stuck to each other. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? Yeah, I dug my.
You think that shit's real?
Oh, you're talking about the trackers and stuff?
No, that is magnetic. Because I seen some old lady like put a pan on her arm,
and
the pan stuck, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I don't think that's true, but
conspiracy nuts are crazy, man. They will literally make up videos just to like. I've seen it all, man. It's called controlled opposition. That's what it's called.
It's cool to be open, but don't be so open that your brain falls out of your
But
head.
That doesn't mean I trust the government. I still think that there's some crazy shit going on, but they throw it in our faces nowadays. It's not even a conspiracy because it's all published now.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we are corrupt. So what are you gonna do about it?
There's just
not trust you.
There's so much information out there that is like you don't always know what information is correct. So it's like, we're all gonna die anyway. Might as well.
Might as well die to a COVID shit. No, nah, but for real though, just always be healthy out there, y'all. If you have prior health conditions, maybe consider, like thinking a little bit more before you do the shot. Because I know some people that got really sick after they had prior health conditions.
Yeah.
Just always be safe. That's all I'm saying. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a surgeon general that's gonna like rip a cigarette out of your mouth before you put it up to your lips and smoke that shit. But I will say, just always be safe.
And don't smoke in front of me.
Drink a lot of water. Eat
kill me
vegetables. Eat lots of protein.
I highly advise you not to. Yeah, smoke the cat booty juice. That's what cigarettes are made of.
What? I'm the what?
What? There's a chemical in loose leaf tobacco that's rolled up in cigarettes called Civet Cat Absolute, and they extract it from a cat's anus. And they put
Didn't they say there was like rat poison in the fucking cigarettes too?
There's all kinds of shit besides cat booty juice. There's all kinds of shit on top of that too. Formaldehyde and
even in our food, like they put all kinds of like hormones or whatever.
Yeah, our water has fluoride in it.
Toothpaste.
Diet Coke has aspartame. We're gonna get pretty deep tonight, y'all, with how much they're trying to keep us young, dumb, and full of. You guys know. The rest. But seriously though,
vitamins.
Just always young, dumb, and full of vitamins.
Yeah, vitamins. Let's just call
vitamin
it
D. No, I'm just kidding.
So Jacob, can we talk about how you started Bar Talk? You tell us the story.
So our former colleague, that we don't speak of anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He was an artist here in Tucson, and my brother introduced me to him. And it was like for security, because I was doing security. I had my own security business, and we'll do like his shows, like buildings, events, all that shit, or just shadow. And then eventually, where he he was doing like interviews with people, and he asked me to be part of the show because I guess his partner wasn't showing up, you know what I mean, all the time or whatever.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, we'll do a test run. And you were actually our first interview.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
After that,
it was
Small world.
that first interview that made like what 65,000 views.
It was like I think like at the end of so after like 2 days it was at like 12,000 because I know a lot of people in this country.
Shit, I think they like you. It's just they like me, but no, they like you.
No, I think it was just because it was like it was like a whole promotional thing we did. But
How'd he do that? Thanks for tuning in, yo. He heard that.
we got it up to the last time I checked on it from a little over a year ago. Now it's at like 67,000 views.
Wow.
So that's not bad. Not
Not
bad.
bad
Yeah.
at all.
But after that, I was like, cool, well, we'll do it. And we changed the name. I changed the name and I made it Bar Talk TV. Started shooting at my house. I bought all the equipment, all the mics. I put in, when I did the taxes, I put in about $5,000 into the company. And then we just blew
Here
up.
we are now, yeah.
We're here now. And
Now we here.
We're gonna be Kurt Cobain's and people. We're gonna be doing some big things. I'm really excited. And that's the thing. It's like I know a lot of people. Like if you guys watch the show United States of Al, Parker Young's one of my best friends. Shout out to Parker Young. Like he's like literally one of the 2 lead stars on the show, and it's a show about like an Afghan interpreter that worked with a Marine out in Afghanistan when 9/11 happened, and then like the show is about their life like after the war and what they had to go through and like their like family dynamic and stuff like that. And they remained friends after they both like left Afghanistan and came back home after being deployed. And it's a really good show. It's like a hit show on, oh man, I'm going to mess this up. What network is it on? NBC? I can't remember, but it's a major studio network though. It's CBS, NBC, one of those. I'm so sorry, Parker, if you do watch this, buddy. But anyway, so how I know Parker, like he's done a lot of things. He was on the show The Green Arrow on season 4. He was on he was in the entire season. Like he was a reoccurring character. He was dating Thea. That guy. Nice. Yeah. I think I've showed you pictures of him. He's like, I think so, yeah. He's like the most famous guy I've ever known at Tucson, but I know him really well because he's like a family friend, like a really close friend.
Was he on Netflix?
He's been on
because I was on Netflix.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, I'm sure the Green Arrow's on Netflix. What else is that? But no, how I know him though is my stepdad was his soccer coach for like 8 years. So I used to go to his soccer practices when they couldn't find me a babysitter when I was really young and like and freaking the last time I saw him, actually no, I ran into him here in Tucson just only a couple years ago. I was coming from a Vice film set too when he filmed The Positive. It was really funny. And then I like stopped at a bar and Parker was there. I was like, no fucking way, man. He remembered me. He's like, dude, yeah, you were the kid with the fro that'd be doing like backflips on the sideline of our soccer practices. I'm like, yeah, that was me. And he's but before that, the last time I'd seen him was at a family wedding. It was Dustin Williams. Shout out to Dustin Williams. He's like an uncle to me. But so he's Dustin Williams' younger sister. That's his wife. That's how I know him.
Oh shit!
So it's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy thing. He just got picked up for some other thing. Like he's doing really big things. Like it's insane. But like Parker, we'd love to have you on the show too. Absolutely, brother. If you're filming, that's all I wanted to say, really, because most of the time you're just so busy, and like I know I'm gonna be like that too once I start, like transitioning out of like super hardcore dad mode right now that I'm in just because it's my firstborn. And
mentioning that, dude, like I had a friend of mine tell me the other day that like I've changed a lot. I'm not around anymore, and like
you just become that.
I don't really help people no more. But I'm like, dude, when you start a fucking business, either you're doing your business, like we're doing these shows, or I'm editing the shows, or we're meeting people to do the shows with, like. It's like a full-time thing. Like I don't have a lot of time to do much. And when I have time, I'm with my son. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like it's not that I don't want to be out there helping people or being like there for them. It's just I just don't really have the time anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
You just
kind of hard
like
for them to understand that.
Become tunnel fucking vision. The only thing that matters is like your fucking dreams.
I'm gonna make this shit work. If nobody fucking helps me or not, I'm gonna do this shit.
It's like Daniela, our other CEO, says it's like having a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
a big responsibility, and if you want it to be successful, and you have to invest in it like 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a lot of free work, like, you know what I'm saying? So
It's a lot of investment, you know, most of the time. Like,
You gotta invest a lot of time.
with local businesses that I've been a part of, that I like started there with from the ground literally up. Like, we were like showering inside of the business because we were all that broke from investing so much money into them. Like, the thing that I realized is like there's so many different types of investments, right? There's financial investments when you're like, you know, like some kind of fiscal sponsorship for a movie, or there's like time investment, right? Where you're like, you get compensated for that too. Like, hey, I recognize how much time that you've invested into this too without pay. Here's like this many shares, and then that's gonna turn into like $15 million in about like 20 years from now, and then you can just live off that for the rest of your life. But you could just have that. We're just gonna give you those. Like, that's happened to me before with companies. They're like, here, eventually that's gonna happen. Here, this is like an appreciation share right here, and this share is gonna worth like $2,500 now. It's gonna be worth like $250,000 in 10 years. Cash that shit out. There's fucking $250,000. You know what I mean? Like.
I see this company going really, really far.
Yeah.
Like really far. I dream about this shit. I've sat here and talked to you about my dreams. I dream about like just running into like famous actors and shit. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Bar talk.
We know you have a show.
Yeah. Where's Breezy at?
Right, yeah.
I met Cheech.
Breezy, yeah.
I met Cheech Marin the other night.
The what?
Cheech from Cheech and Chong.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Jacob's dream. You could tell it. Yeah.
Fucking what's his name? I told you.
Nicolas Cage and Clint Eastwood and his son.
Clint Eastwood and his son. It was like amazing. I was like, what the fuck? I was out tripping out. It was funny.
All right, so Jacob had a bar talk dream, and then I had a bar talk dream too, y'all. So mine was, we had a bar talk RV, and we were traveling the country interviewing big artists. And the freaking artists we ran into, and I kid you not, I remember this so vividly. We pull up to this mansion, and like this wooden gate on the side freaking like opens, and like a hand reaches over to unlatch it, and then opens, and it's fucking Bruno Mars like coming towards our bus. And I wasn't surprised. I remember in my dream, I like remember like just being like, oh, there he is. Like, we've been waiting outside of his mansion for like a while, waiting on him to come out. Like, all right, let's do Bruno Mars interview on our freaking tour bus, right? Like, and he comes out, and it was like the Bruno Mars with the fro, like the Jerry Kerr looking fro, and then like a fedora just like sitting on the fro, like all the way up here, like a nigga that looked like Jiminy Cricket, like. And we like brought him on the bus and did his interview with Bartok, and fucking we're like looking down the road. People are like, we're lighting off fireworks, and then other people are like doing target practice, shooting guns and shit. It was a weird dream. I was like, all of a sudden it was like a desolate land, and then there was like people shooting off like fucking AR-15s at targets, and then another group of people like lighting off fireworks. So I'm like, oh, I guess we're like in the middle of the desert now. Like,
is this normal?
Like dreams are weird. Yeah,
now it's like 4th of July, and it's Bruno Mars, and we're celebrating 4th of July with Bruno Mars and with Bartok. Cool. And our bus was all pimped out too. Had like a big ass like fucking like kitchen, and fucking we like did his interview there at the table. Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, a bar pretty much. Yeah, like
I know Steve-O does that, right?
No, yeah,
he drives around in his like van or RV, and he goes and does a podcast. Yeah, he does a podcast.
I would just retire from all my jobs, man, and then just travel the country doing this shit. Like, that'd be so dope, man. We just live on the bus, just freaking stop. I mean, they have like all kinds of people that do what's called boondocking nowadays. Shout out to Gary Evans. He's like one of my favorite people on this planet. We worked with him on the Righteous 12 as well, like a huge entrepreneur, mostly through New England, etc. But he does that too. He boondocks, and then Gary's taught me a lot about it. He's like, yeah, man, like I just freaking like go to any state I want. I just wake up, I'm like, which state do I want to go to today? Like, it's so fucking cool. Like, I want to do some shit like that. And he's like, and I'll just park at boondocking stations. You just start a campfire, and you just freaking, he has his dog, and his dog just, like freaking wanders around, and they just light a fire. And there's like, will be like parks where there's other RVs. So you meet like other campers that have been there for like a week. Some people are just staying there for only the night, then they're leaving in the morning. Like, you meet so many people, and doing that shit's like, that's the life right there. That's like freedom to the maximum. You're like, shit, man, I got like bills to pay. No, you don't. I got the bus. Like, what bills do I have to pay? I don't
Gas.
pay. I don't pay a
Gas.
gas, and that's it. I don't pay no light bill because
Gas and food.
I don't have a home. Like, I sold all my homes or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
I don't pay like fucking. The only gas I pay for is the gas in my car, and not my gas I got to keep on at my house because it's like, nah, it's right here. I don't got a water bill neither, motherfuckers. That'd be really dope. So Jacob, all right. So got a couple last questions for you, brother, before we start to kind of wind down the night and let y'all get about your business. Whether you're going out tonight, of course, or whether you guys are gonna be going to bed for the Thursday ride. Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, DJ Jamar's got a birthday party
Oh shit.
for Gemini Marie. She's one of his
Right. Is that today?
promoters. Yeah, it's today.
I forgot that was today. I got invited on that on Facebook, and
I'm
I
gonna
was
probably
like,
pull up.
oh,
He invited me too. Yeah.
I'm gonna probably
Forgot
pull
all
up for
about
like
it.
5 minutes.
I didn't know it was
days.
today.
I feel
though.
bad. I'm so sorry. I forgot.
Yeah, it's today. Let's all go. You're like,
I'm
that
like,
look-
how many early
that look
mornings?
said it all. He's like, nah, can't.
We'll see.
So let's go. Let's see. Have you done anything to get back to your community? That's a good question. I want to
Yeah,
hear
man.
about that.
When I started this thing with my former partner, I always kept telling him like, let's do like free shows for the community. Let's make money and give it to the homeless people.
Mhm.
And then he didn't really
It's gonna take
follow
my
up,
paper over here.
but
It's gonna take
I did feed some of the homeless people. Like I made like a little drive thing, and I got like sandwich bags and stuff, and I filled it with like goodies. I made like 30 of them, and I took it to the park and like fed everyone. We fed everyone there at that park,
Oh, okay.
Good.
and then we ran out with like 2 people. So I went and I gave them some like $20. I'm like, hey, you guys can get some food or something. Yeah.
That's
But
what's
that
up.
was cool. Ever since then, I've been trying to do something more, like because a lot of people I met there, they were asking for like socks and shoes.
Mhm.
Was the main thing, was socks and
Yeah.
shoes. So I want to do something
Sock
similar like
shoes.
that, just to get
Let's make it
Like
happen.
it's-
people donate shoes, man. People like you don't use all your shoes, or some of them get old. People
Yeah.
don't use them anymore.
I don't even wear closed-toed shoes
You know,
anymore.
it's so funny you say that because the other day I was looking through my stuff and I found a bag with shoes that I bought one time for this man. He was in a wheelchair at Walmart and he had grocery bags on his feet. So I was like, oh my God. I ran inside real quick, bought him like the cheapest shoes that I found and some socks, but then he was gone. So yesterday I was looking through some stuff and I found the bag. So it's funny you say that. I'm gonna bring that bag and then that'll be like one pair.
Right, yeah.
I have some
Good
old
reminder.
shoes that I've been holding aside to do this.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
If anybody
Let's do
wants to
it.
join in, I know maybe Sensei Sai, I know you like doing stuff like that too.
We'll do a donation
Probably do
day.
like
DJ
Bart-
Jamar too likes to do
Yeah,
stuff
DJ
for the
Jamar likes
community
doing
all the
stuff.
time.
I think that was the last show besides the one last Saturday that Jamar and I did. Yeah, we did a canned food drive, and it was like a spoken word like canned food drive. It was really dope. But I'm thinking bar talk donation day, something like that.
Bar
You
talk.
know.
Yeah,
Donation day.
it would be nice.
Well, like take donations
more.
from
I
people
wanna
that
do
want to
more.
pull up to whatever we're going. Maybe we can just go in the field somewhere, be like, pull up to this address where we're at right now,
And
at
then
this
we can-
park.
At
and
the
we'll
same
be-
time, we do coverage, and then people could be like, "Hey." on
Yeah,
camera.
we'll just have like a donation box in front of our like booth or something, you know, and people can just, you guys, we're here just doing our interview here today instead of the studio. We're here at freaking whatever park, you know, just boom, 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 pull up.
Yeah.
We've got some people we're feeding. We've got donations we're taking. You know, just pop by from the area. Something like that. That'd be kind of
Shout out to Tanisha Davis. I don't know if she's still on,
What
but
up, Niche?
Thank
What
you,
up,
girl, for
Nisha?
tuning in.
I didn't see Nisha down there.
I did.
The
I
camera's
pray-
in my way.
I
can't
pray
see.
all the time to be blessed so I can bless others.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? That's part of this whole thing too. Is like once we start making a good amount of money, like I want to put something aside for the people, like
Yeah.
mostly like homeless people, because I've slept on the streets before. It sucks, bro.
Yeah.
It sucks. There's the middle of fucking winter. Like I just had to like ball up next to some house.
Oh,
Yeah,
It was
man.
horrible.
It's the
It was
worst.
fucking horrible.
I mean, I've never been homeless, but I've struggled. Okay,
I've slept in a wash
struggled.
before a few times. It was like not the business, man.
And we
It makes
grew
you
up
like it motivates
really
you to
fucking-
never want to be back in that position, like
Yeah.
ever. It like scares you into being like responsible and
You're
productive.
just like,
honestly.
yeah, I
Like,
can't go through that again. So
We
I
grew
gotta
up
be
in, like,
honest.
poverty, like
Yeah.
really, really bad. You know what I mean? Really, really bad. I went to school with no shoes on too before. like wrapped in like fucking a towel
Right. Yeah.
with a rubber band and shit. Swear to God, it sucked.
Yeah, man, that shit is good. Yeah, well, we're gonna do some more donations. I'm just humbled to say, like, I mean, it's kind of hard to just like take the time to sit back and be like, wow, look how far we've come. But I would say just everybody watching, still tuned in, just give yourselves a pat on the back, y'all, because if you've survived gone this far in your life, you need to make sure that you give yourself credit where credit is due too. So
Yeah.
give yourself, everybody, just a pat on your back, because man, like. I think
It's
about that a
not
lot,
easy.
but it's like, like it's like, oh yeah, how far have I come personally, like to get myself here too? But it's like, how many people got me there along the way too? And that's what the whole,
That's what it's all about.
my philosophy is living is giving. You know what I mean? Like lend a warm hand to the soul left shivering. And it's like, man, you do that in life. That's what life's really about, man. People say random acts of kindness, however way you want to describe to interpret it.
Yeah.
But like the way that I tend to describe interpret it is like, dude, like, there's been just so much help and so much support I've received, and I don't know what else to do about it except just give to the next person. It's like if someone lets you borrow like a book or something, and then you're like trying to give it back to them, like, oh hey, I already read this book, like let me give it back to you. They're like, no, like go give it to someone else now.
Go give it to someone else.
Go like let someone else borrow it, and then tell them to pass it on. Like.
Except if I lend you money, then you gotta pay it back.
Yeah,
No,
if I tell you to pay it back, you better fucking pay it. That's
if you
all
say you're gonna pay it back, you better pay it back. That's
the other thing,
if it takes a little while, I'm just like, you know what, just fucking keep it.
Yeah, right. It's like, dude, just keep
I don't
it.
like asking people.
Me
like if I
either.
lend them, I don't like be like, hey bro, you got that shit? What you got on my 40? No.
Right.
Like,
What you got on my 40?
Like they know, you know what I mean? They know.
What you got on my 40, homie? Y'all know what that quote's from? That's from Friday, where Tiny Zeus, rest in peace, Tiny Zeus. But what you got on my 40? What you got on my 40? Come on, Red. I know you got something. That's funny. No, yeah, man. I was gonna say too, just kind of back to the whole donation thing. I worked as a barista for a while, and we had a drive-through where people would come get their coffee, and there was so many days where like someone in line to get their coffee, they're like, hey, I want to pay for my coffee, but then here's some extra money. I want to pay for the person that's behind me, and then tell them to pass it on. And then I think like the longest I saw that happen was like 15 cars in a row one morning, and I was like, this is amazing. This is so cool. Beautiful. I was sitting there.
Happens to me though.
I was sitting there like, I was like, don't tip me. Like, put that, give that money to like someone that you see sitting on the side of the road. Like when you go drive, like, no, don't tip me. I would be like, no, go like give that to somebody that's like walking down this intersection up here with a sign in their fucking hand saying that they're starving because they're like a homeless veteran, like something. And they're like, oh, okay, respect, man, respect, bro, respect. I'm like, here, just take my money, get the fuck out of here. I got 14 more people behind you. I just said, yeah.
Dude, my son does that. Like when he gets his allowance and shit, we go places or something and he sees like I remember we were at Burger King sitting down inside and he saw like this homeless lady walk by and he asked me if he can give her his money. And I'm like, if you really want to. And then he's like, yeah. So when we left, we found her and he gave it to her. Mm-hmm. And she was like tripping out because he told her like, I wanted to give you this. And I told her that's from that's his money. That's from his allowance. He wanted to do that himself. And she was like tripping out, like, oh my God, that doesn't happen. But like, I don't know. He does things to surprise me like that.
I feel like when you feel that like, hey, I got to do this. I feel like that's God. Answering that person's prayer somehow, and he's sending you. I think we all gotta listen to that because,
Could you imagine being God? You're like, well, shit, I'm responsible for these 8 billion people.
Is God even a person? No, we can't ask that question because
just like 8 billion people at once. Like, all right, here I am. I'm God. Ready to go. 8 billion people. Like, holy shit. Like, that's like a super powered mega brain if I ever heard of one,
Like whatever God is.
Can't like give everybody the winning lottery numbers.
All breathing, all literally just taking a breath every 1 to 2 seconds. All like.
I mean, just kind of think of it like your body. Like what makes the heart beat? Because subconscious is what makes you. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let me get this right. Your subconscious is the part that makes everything work, right? Like I don't know. It's crazy.
Subconscious is just like
Like
essentially like your awareness that you don't even know really exists.
Yeah.
And it's not even like self-awareness. It's like I subconsciously did this thing. That just means that like you were aware of its like function and also like its like contribution to what's happening to you, but you're not like necessarily responding directly to it, right?
Yeah.
You're just kind of like when you like what would be like a subconscious like behavior mannerism that would be like when like a woman like flips her hair while she likes a guy and she's talking to him. She doesn't know she does it. She just does it like out of almost like a behavioral impulse, you know, like that's subconscious.
Oh, okay.
Behavior. That's one example.
So they don't
I
know
don't
when
know,
they're
I
being a
read it
puta.
somewhere.
I'm just
Huh?
kidding. I said so they don't know when they're being a puta.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hi Jimmy.
It just happens.
Hey
I
Jimmy.
mean,
Hey Jimmy. That's funny. Well, snap, man. Let's do these last couple questions and let's see here.
where do you see yourself in the next
I
5
was about
years?
to read that same question. Wow.
Great
We're
man.
just
I
talking-
see us
We almost jinxed each other again.
being in a,
Oh, he
a
said
bigger
us.
studio.
He said us. There's.
I see us having
You're not fired.
like way
Breathe.
more like
You're not
clients. I see us having more sponsors too, and that's already happening.
Oh yeah,
You know?
we got a really cool
We
one in the
have
works.
A couple sponsors.
Are we
coming
gonna
up.
have more food reviews?
Yeah,
That's what I want to do too.
Okay,
we
yeah.
will. If
We have another that's a company that wants us to go right like
Tomorrow.
do sponsorship for them, but I want to do more food reviews. I want you guys to do more food reviews because
I want to
cool.
eat.
Yeah, that'll be cool to have that in the works too, because it's like that'll be food reviews, and then like simultaneously we could do like the like sports reviews and stuff like
Right.
that too, and then music review. Like that'll be
We're
cool.
gonna do
Saturdays will change into
tailgating
like
and all
food,
that shit.
sports, music reviews. You know,
Tailgating. There's a lot of food in tailgating.
Yeah, we're gonna
You
definitely
know,
do
it's
that.
grilling and all
We're
that.
gonna-
That would be so much
We're gonna be doing
fun.
media
We're gonna
coverage
do
for
that.
tailgates for the U of A
Just
football
have a
games.
little
We're
bar
gonna have our
talk
own little
set up right there.
gazebo tent thing.
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Table and all that. Yeah,
A little canopy.
definitely.
Yeah, I got the connections definitely to do that. Well, we'll interview like other people that have been tailgating on campus in their own like designated like spot for like fucking 10, 15 years. I know so many people have been doing that for so long. Oh my God. And we'll be
Honestly,
interviewing
bro,
them and then
I
we'll be next to them.
I see us going really far if you guys want to stick around.
Yeah, I mean
That's
that's
the thing.
that's the
I
goal,
mean,
man. It's
I
like
kind
I've
of
been in.
signed my life away. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, we've been in Tucson
I'm
for
just
so
kidding.
long.
But yeah, you know,
Once everything starts picking up and the merch line is out and everything, we got a steady income. Like I can start signing checks.
Y'all feel that in kind of in the air that we're breathing currently? It's like almost this. How would I even describe it right now? It's like a. It's like a holy moment of humility, honestly. Like I just,
right now,
yeah, whatever
kinda-
energy's in the room, I feel like more
I
like
think I feel that too.
I feel like more
honestly.
like soft spoken, more just like content.
It's Jacob.
Yeah, it's Jacob.
Jacob's always
It's
chill.
the soothing sounds of Baby Bash 2.0. Y'all know. I'm just-
What?
That's baby. If we were a radio show only, not a
We
podcast,
need
no
to be
video
a
coverage, you'd
radio
be like, and that was the soothing sounds of Jacob Romo. Yeah. Thank God we're on a radio show. I probably fucking would have shot
I-
myself months ago. If
I
we were a
think
radio
I'd
show.
bust out laughing every time I try to do something like that. Yo, it's too breezy. I can't see. I can't do it.
Hey y'all, it's bodacious.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
Bodacious.
It's Jacob here next to me.
We're whispering because there's actually someone in the room with a gun trying to kill us. So we're just trying to be really, really quiet and sexy.
Hi, Bo. It's Noah. Tanisha Davis.
Oh man, Noah, that's our neighbor right there. What up,
Oh,
Noah?
what
Yo,
up,
yo, hey,
neighbor?
Noah.
Yo,
hey, Noah.
come over.
Hey, man.
Just
Noah.
kidding.
Hey, bruh. I'm telling you.
It's bedtime. It's bedtime, little
You were
homie.
supposed to, well, no, Noah was supposed to come
You
over, but he didn't come over.
Go to sleep.
We were talking about watching the Avengers stuff the other night. Or he came over last night, actually.
All right. Fucking
Who's Noah? Do I know
Miss
him?
Marvel's coming
He's
out.
Nisha that's been
Disney
on the
Plus.
show. It's her son.
Oh.
And then the She-Hulk's coming out in Disney Plus. I'm like, damn, man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Noah,
watch
you
that
ready
shit.
for She-Hulk, buddy?
Trying to watch that shit.
Shit.
Noah's going on 10 years old. He's my little buddy. Awesome, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh wait, hold on.
Shout out little
Go
Noah.
back to here. Shout out to little Noah. What up? All right. See yourself in 5
Oh,
years.
and you know what? This is a great question. Do you have any advice, like for anybody that's trying to, do the same that you are?
Yeah. When the opportunity comes, take it. You got to put yourself in like uncomfortable situations, because life doesn't go anywhere if you're comfortable all the time. You don't go anywhere if you're comfortable all the time. But don't just put yourself there. Learn from it. Like, don't let that uncomfortability just go in vain. You know what I mean? You have to learn from that shit.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Turn everything into a W.
Love that. That's awesome, man. Oh yeah.
Everything, all the like things that I've done, I was totally fucking uncomfortable doing.
Yeah.
Totally uncomfortable. And I did it, and after I did it, I was like, fuck, I want to do more. And I can do more now.
Did you feel like once you did it, like, man, that was so easy? Like,
no, I didn't feel like it was easy, because I knew it was like difficult, because I've never done it before, like different things. But when it came to it and I did it, I felt like $1,000,000 after, like for real. Like you feel like on the set of The Long Walk of Carlos Guerrero, I had to speak Spanish all my lines.
really?
And like I'm not really good at speaking Spanish sometimes. But I did it, and after that I was like, fuck, like that felt so fucking good. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be on Telemundo.
That was a little Spanish.
Right, yeah.
Telemundo.
You gotta learn it, man. You gotta learn.
Otra vez.
Don't like psych yourself out and you just scare yourself to not do it. Because then you're always gonna wonder, like, fuck, what if I did?
Yep.
What could have been?
Yep.
Just take that step and do it.
I think that's kind of where I'm at. Just trying to like break out of that shell,
Yeah.
where you're like,
but that shell is only holding who back?
Me.
It's a hermit shell, because you're like, oh.
I've been
You're comfortable in your little shell.
Don't climb, just fucking rip yourself out of that motherfucker. Trust me. You're like, oh,
I'm
man.
coming now. That's what Jacob did. I'm coming now.
I didn't come out of nowhere, okay?
I want the world to know on the Frontera show.
I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger that said, you can't climb a ladder with your hands in your pocket. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna do the fucking work for you. Like, if you don't do it, then you're just gonna sit there in one spot and not do shit.
That's I like that a lot, man. Yeah. I'm always looking to momentum is everything in life. This life is literally built off of momentum. I mean, the splitting of the first one atom into two was literally just caused by friction, right? So it's like any single-celled organism has to move in order to grow or to progress or to prosper in some type of just individual or versatile. It just depends on dude, everything moves. That's what trips me out. A grain of sand is moved by the ocean. Like anything that could possibly move can and will. Like it's like applying Newton's law to everything that's not even any organism. And that's why I'm always man, the happiest people I know in my life, because I listen to billionaires, all day long, and just their lectures and on YouTube, it really just sets my mind straight, because I just listen to the way they talk. They're time management gurus, so they don't waste their time saying anything. They formulate and construct their sentences to know precisely what they need to say. They don't ever say extra words because time is so valuable to them.
Right.
They're I only have this much time to do this many things, and the odds are against me because I want to do so many things in the next 50 years, but maybe I might only have 20 years. So I have to condense that 50 years into 20 years now, because I'm already 60 years old, and now I'm just fuck, I want so much more shit to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Time is so valuable, and people don't realize that until you wake up one day and you're 60 and you're shit, I got way more days behind me than I do in front of me. And it's what do you do from that point on? Then you're now I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Then you're well, shit, I should have been doing this 20 years ago. And you can't think like that, because you're thinking backwards at that point, and you're just setting yourself back. But even though sometimes it's better to take a few steps back to make that giant leap forward, give yourself a running start. Still, just knowing how precious time is like what really like will wake you the fuck up. If you know, like, and that's what I keep saying, if you knew like how many days you had left and you like knew you were gonna die at a certain time, everyone would be like fucking 5 a.m. like, oh shit, I gotta get up, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's like you have that same type of like very tunnel vision mentality without needing it to be such like a very like life or death extremity. You know what I mean? Like, just like formulate that somehow in your own way. Like, oh my God, like it's like life or death any day of my life, but like really live it. Like there's no way that I'm not gonna like be motivated to get up out of bed. But it's hard though too, because a lot of things are so soul crushing, man. It's so easy to get our soul crushed in the world like this. But regardless of that, it's like, shit, what's more important? My like how hurt I feel or how much like I'm gonna fucking like be indestructible after I get over this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think about that all the time too. And I would prefer just to, you know, of course, like not struggle is hard, but the struggle like is just the thing that you can't dog out. You can't be like, oh fuck struggling. It's like, nah, man, like I'm not gonna say I look forward to struggle, but like
There's beauty in the struggle.
life is a beautiful struggle, as well as literally about to say. Life is such a beautiful struggle. And that's like a quote from the rapper Talib Kweli too, you know. Life is a beautiful struggle. People searching through the rubble trying to find their own hustle. And it's like if you make it through one day and you just remind yourself immediately that you've been through worse. Because I say that to myself all the time, like, man, like I've been sick for so long, you know, and it's like, and I've been just talking about that, you know, kind of like dissecting it very like briefly and very cryptically on the show. But like, man, I'm like been questioning myself a lot because I've been so like sick, and I'm like, how is this happening? Like, I've just got so much more to live for. But it's like, I don't. That shit's not guaranteed. When am I how am I entitled to live another day? How are any of us entitled to live another day? We're not. God isn't like promising us anything. Nothing is permanent or guaranteed. And so like that's what I wake up for. That's why I freaking get up at 5 a.m. now. Like sometimes, you know, like it's a struggle, of course, but like, and it's like you have no idea how hard it was for me to just get out of bed this morning, you know, like, and I'll say like, and it is really that much of a struggle. But at the end of the day, I look at it, I'm like, wow, like I really am not promised anything in this life. So why am I acting like that? And then I'm like, shit, I need to get the fuck up, because like this is not what God like really had in store for me to sit here and even contemplate this any longer either. Like, I need to get up and get going. I need to go. I need to go. I need to go. I say that all the time, and it just helps. Like, repetition is key, you know. But I say it because like it's what makes the most sense. When we do our field work, I'm like, I need to go. I need to do this. I need to, you know, you just like talk yourself, like whatever you got to do to get yourself through the day, like do it, no matter how stupid it sounds. Right. I talk to myself all the time. I'll be doing the dishes, talking to myself. Moki's like, who are you talking? I'm like, no, I'm just talking to myself. I swear, like it helps me just like get through my day. And it might look really crazy and it might sound stupid to some people, but like it helps, you know?
Yeah.
So find your niche, y'all. I guess for the most simplistic and for a lack of better terms to put it, just find your niche in life, and like you'll be okay. You will be okay.
You know, I came this time that I had off. I had the opportunity. I had to write a will, and it put so much shit in perspective.
Right.
Like I made videos, right, to my son, like telling him, you know, just to be a good person, you know, be humble, help people, always help people. Don't stop. Don't let no one change that or take that from you. You know what I mean? Just there's people going through shit all the time, and you don't know, like just a simple conversation can change their whole day.
Yeah.
And they won't fucking think of committing suicide or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People are out
absolutely.
here, and I told them God put greatness in you. Like it's up to you to like make people see it or let people see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a great way to describe that too. Just steering someone away from that negative emotion before it even manifests at all.
Yeah.
You're just like, hey man, like you're gonna be all right. Something as simple as that. Queen Latifah changed my life when I met her, man. Because I went on like this 5-minute tangent. I was like, oh man, I rapped to her, right? I told you this story, Jacob, on the show, like back in, you know, when I got the 67,000 views on the show. But like when I met her, you know, I sat there and I knew it was her. But I knew her real name too because I'm such a huge fan of hers. I was like, ma'am, I couldn't help but notice what you Dane Owens. I hope to see you in the fucking showbiz. Me and my co like I was going in, and then after I got done rapping to her, I was like, my name is Bo Phillips. How you doing? I just hope to work with you someday. And I just started like talking all fast and like telling her like what I thought
You
about
talk
like
fast.
what rap used to be and what it is now. Is like I was like, I don't really like the industry nowadays. I want to bring the old school hip hop back and like saying all these things. And she was just shaking her head like smiling at me. She was probably high as shit. She looked high as fuck. She was just sitting there like, this nigga right here, like just pulled up on me so quick. What the fuck, this nigga? Okay. But no, I'm sitting there, but she was like,
trying to eat and shit.
but she was like, no, she put her hands down. She wasn't like fidgeting with her hands. She literally just sat there with like her hands in her lap, and she was just like listening to me. And she gave me the most simplistic advice I'd ever received in my life. She was just like, because I was telling her, I was like, I want to rap, I want to sing, I want to act, I'm doing all these things with my life, and she was like, pursue it, ain't nothing to it. And that's all she said. After me like going on a 5-minute tangent,
cool.
she just fucking.
That is like so like her too. Like
she summed everything up into like the fucking 1,000 words I said in 5 minutes. She was just like summed it up into like 5 words.
Pursue it, ain't nothing to it. I like that.
6 words. Pursue it, answer. Yeah. I was like, wow, that's all it is. I just make things that much more complicated. Well, I don't know why I have such a natural tendency to do so. But
It's your mind,
you
bro.
probably have ADD.
yeah, definitely have been diagnosed with that multiple.
I have ADD for sure. Because I do the same
When you
thing.
think too much about something, you like kind of psych yourself out of it. So you gotta just fucking do it, man. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it.
Think less, do more. Or just like what Jacob was saying too earlier, just utilize your thoughts. Don't let your uncomfortableness be in vain.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be uncomfortable, make it productive. Yeah. Don't just sit there and be like, oh my God, this guy's creepy. It's like, nah, fucking tell him off. Make it a cause now. You're like, nah, this shit offends me. I don't like feeling uncomfortable. So fuck this guy. Fuck you, motherfucker. Get the fuck away from me. I don't know. It doesn't have to be that, obviously, but just
no, and sometimes you just gotta ask questions. Like, sometimes, we're talking about that. Sometimes I ask people questions like, okay, like, what do you mean? Do you mean this or do you mean that? And some people tell me like, you're a little slow, but I'm like, no, I'm not slow. I just want to know what you're saying.
You're like, no, I'm not slow. I'm just bilingual, motherfucker. I have 2 different languages.
It could either mean this or it could mean that, and I want to be specific and. You just got to speak up sometimes and,
Some of the smartest people on the planet are like definitely like bilingual, trilingual. So that's like, if you are bilingual and you're really smart, like that means you're the opposite of slow or dumb. Like,
I don't think I'm slow or dumb. It's just, sometimes it does take me a little bit of to be like, okay, cool.
Well, like your first language is Spanish, right?
Yeah.
So that's like,
that's the weed.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that, honestly.
Like fucking Harold and Kumar, like, oh yeah, I just smoked a really fat blunt with the president, so I'm a little high. What was I saying? Oh yeah.
No, anyway. I'd be like, let me get high so I can remember. And then, you remember now? Remember what? That's like Towley from.
Like, wait, why did I get high again?
Yeah. That used to be me. You want to get high?
Oh, I know you won't get high. Take it down to fuck it down.
Yeah. And then it doesn't even open.
Well, you guys, I think we're gonna kill it there. Yeah, let's kill it. Let's kill it there. Yeah. Live it out, Timmy. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You know what? These 4 have been consistent watching.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
And please don't forget to go vote for us at the AZMT Awards. We should
AZMT Awards.
The whole new poll for like the real one.
AZMT Awards, and now this is going to be the Tucson Hip Hop Awards also that Jamar is founding as well. And I don't know if there's a podcast. I'm going to have to ask Jamar just to confirm. If I get the details wrong, I'm sorry, Jamar, if you're watching this. But I don't. If I remember correctly, there is like a podcast category as well to nominate. But I'll have to double check and make sure. But regardless, if there's a podcast category for us to be nominated into whatsoever, you guys definitely go check out the Tucson Hip Hop Awards. Support your local artists. Absolutely, always. Like. Jamar's been doing the biggest things I've ever seen any DJ do in Tucson, and he goes out of the country, out of the state all the time and works. And he's the living, breathing like representation and epitome of like a full-time artist. And that's so cool because it's like shit. I've never even been a full-time artist. I do this, but I have like my career jobs and the companies I work for and then support my family and then do this stuff. And he's built his lifestyle into like being an artist. Like that's his like primary source of income. That's what he does day in and day out. That's so cool, man. And that's so inspiring, Jamar. And I just appreciate the love that you're always sending us too, man. And everybody watching too. Thank you guys. Everybody that's been on writing in the comments, all the 10 share, everybody that was sharing this page, everybody that's just been supporting us.
Tanisha. See, Tanisha agrees with me. She stays asking what you mean. Yeah, because you never know what people mean.
Right, yeah. It's like there's words and there's intent behind the words, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean by this? Like, I just want to know what you mean, the meaning behind the words. Like, yeah.
But what do you mean?
Did you mean like this or you mean that? Anyways, but thank y'all for tuning in and staying in and showing love in the comments.
Keep up with us, guys. I know
Next
we're kind
Thursday, or wait, this Saturday. Saturdays we, these
start
guys
sending in your music
reviews. If you got music, submit it to us. Music videos, especially.
Congrats again too. Congratulations to Sunny Waves. Sunny Waves was our winner of the first round of our music review. Sunny Waves, congratulations. He got the most votes with our first week of the new music reviews.
Congratulations.
So we're gonna do he's going to be in the running now. So the way we're constructing it now, that way everyone kind of knows, and they're, just to make it clear, with the way we're doing the music reviews now, there'll be 4 weeks of competition. So each winner of each week is then going to compete for the final poll.
Ooh, so
there will be 4 different winners between the next 4 weeks, with last week included with Sunny Waves. This week, we're going to have a winner announced on Sunday after our Saturday show, and then so on and so forth for the next 3 weeks. So there will be 4 that you guys will vote for on the 5th week to decide who's going to be the winner of the month.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome.
And they win $100 and an interview.
$100 and
I want to win $100.
right?
I'm going to make a video real quick.
Plus, I think like Bar Talk TV merch bag. So it has a whole bunch of merchandise from us.
Yeah, Bar Talk TV merch too, absolutely.
And our sponsors, sorry.
Yes, and then sponsors. So that'll be what is it? It's the bless you. The Dozen Wings from Pecos. Perfect. Awesome. Pecos. Well, there it is.
Shout out to Jeremiah.
And yeah, Jeremiah, absolutely, with Pecos Wings and things.
Need to talk to you, man.
Yep. Yeah, we got some stuff in the works also with Jeremiah that we'll be announcing hopefully very soon. But right, everybody,
man. You guys have a good night.
Appreciate y'all. Be safe. Use the buddy system if you go out. I always say that too, because when you're walking through the streets, always watch your 6 and have somebody do so. So peace, love, and prosperity, everybody. Thank you, Tucson. Thank you, Arizona. Thank you to the U.S. and the whole globe for tuning in. Appreciate y'all.